Universal Orlando just opened its brand new park, but the story extends beyond the gates of Epic Universe. Let's explore every hotel at Universal Orlando, uncovering their secrets and finding out which one is the best for you. Helios Grand is Universal's newest hotel, and it was designed to fit perfectly within Epic Universe. That's right, this hotel is inside the park, but unlike other theme park hotels where the hotel is part of a specific land or is in the front of the park, Epic Universe reinvents this by making the hotel the focal point of the park. Helios in Greek mythology is a titan, and so is the hotel, with its massive facade and imposing golden dome. The architecture of the hotel is vaguely inspired by Greece, with elements of late Victorian industrial architecture, with the golden domes and suggestion of steel structures. This helps the hotel tie into the timeless theme of Celestial Park, which is a land that exists beyond the concept of time. And so when you are inside, you get incredible vistas of the park. You can see Stardust Racers in the distance, all the worlds, Constellation Carousel, the Chronos, all coming together with incredible kinetic energy. At the top you can see this art piece representing the sun. In the lobby you'll find all the amenities, including the shop. In my opinion, it's a bit unfortunate Universal names all the shops in their hotels as the Studio Store. There's a missed opportunity here to expand the story of Helios. There's a grab and go named Aurora Market. With the layout of the hotel, the two main dining locations have great vistas of Epic Universe. There's this arcade outside. Now, an arcade in architectural terms is a covered walkway linked with a series of arches, and here it helps frame Epic Universe. Speaking of that, Flora Taverna works as both bar and main restaurant. Here the Greek theme is a bit expanded upon as we find fake but well-made trees and fanciful tiles. And of course the view. Outside you'll find this courtyard, perfect to get a taste of Epic Universe, as the hotel features an exclusive entrance. The statue here depicts Apollo, symbolizing a larger narrative within the lore of Epic Universe. But perhaps the star of the show is Bar Helios. Located right within the Golden Dome, it's a fantastic environment. Inside you'll find the main bar with this beautiful dome depicting constellations and the names of people that designed this environment. But of course you're here for the view. Once you head up to the rooms, the experience continues, and so does the view. The interior design is very tasteful, featuring a palette of white and dark blue with golden and pastel accents, basically an abstract sunset. This also extends to the bathroom and vanity area, with the sand rose color scheme. I also adore these sconces with their Mediterranean influence. The shower features those subway tiles that I adore in light blue, and it's not just about interior design. Just like the Aventura, the room features an iPad, where you can control everything: lights, curtains, TV. The bold floral headboard and patterned carpet reflects the room's gentle, soft themes relating to the sun, because unlike the fully immersive, heavily themed hotels of the postmodern 1990s, this design reflects today's more restrained trends, which prioritize comfort, abstraction and lifestyle branding over overt narrative environments. But I feel like this is the start of something. Still, maybe in the future we'll return to heavily themed spaces, or as Marty McFly said, you may not be ready for this, but your kids are gonna love it. I wasn't able to fetch a proper theme park vista room. This is a standard one, but the guys at the front desk were able to give me a taste of the theme park. You see, we are overlooking the wizarding world of Paris, and as an architect I absolutely love this view. Here you can see the sheer size of the facades in the world of Paris, and the huge show building for Ministry of Magic. And in the distance, of course, you can see the rest of Universal. That's Volcano Bay right there. The pool area is quite relaxing, if you ignore the massive show building for Monsters Unchained, of course. Indeed, you do get a cool peek of Dark Universe from this area. Enjoy it before the trees grow. The pool gives a vaguely Greek atmosphere, with the pool bar, Lotus Lagoon, serving as a picturesque pavilion within this composition. Overall, I was quite impressed with Universal's newest hotel. While not heavily themed, it's quite tasteful, and it immerses you into the worlds of Epic Universe. The amenities are great, and the accessibility and exclusive entrance to the park is unbeatable. With the opening of Epic Universe, Universal created two sister hotels right opposite the park, Stella Nova and Terra Luna, both designed to be out of this world. Now, if you're not aware, before Epic Universe, all Universal hotels had a beach theme, because when people come to Florida, they expect to see, well, a beach. But I applaud Universal Orlando for going beyond this with the 3 Epic Universe hotels that feature a stars space theme. The Stella Nova and Terra Luna are designed to have a vague mid-century modern space age theme. The 2 hotels operate as twin complexes, placed in a mirrored arrangement across a central arterial roadway. Each adopts a curvilinear building footprint that arcs inward, creating a semi-enclosed courtyard. The Terra Luna does that to its pool and recreational complex, creating a sense of coming together, and the pool is shaped like Earth, while Stella Nova is curved towards Epic Universe. Both hotels provide great vistas of the park on their north facades. Both hotels were designed by New York firm HGX Design. Taking a closer look at the Stella Nova, it features a theme relating to the stars and other galactic elements, as the name implies. Outside, the porte cochere takes the form of a giant spaceship, creating the illusion of being pulled into a black hole. The lobby features an interior inspired by mid-century modern formalism, particularly the works of Eero Saarinen, that designed the TWA terminal and the St. Louis Arch, and other notable works. You'll see unique curved shapes with its swooping ceilings. The fact situates guests within a lineage of space-age modernism truly out of this world. The resort also offers a variety of unique dining options, including Cosmos Café and Market, Galaxy Bar and Galaxy Grill. Terra Luna, on the other hand, has an Earth and Moon theme, with a blend of natural materials and modern forms. At Terra Luna, you'll find green walls, oak wood, with warm lighting all under an undulating ceiling, creating a space-like atmosphere within an earthly twist, echoing terrains from our own solar system. While all these forms look complex and otherworldly, they were all done using steel framing, showcasing the powerful combination of creativity and engineering. Terra Luna offers Omega Café and Market, and Moonrise Bar. The rooms for both are not overtly themed to space, but there is enough to give a suggestion that you are in space, and it's not just the wall art. The windows feature this unique rounded edge shape, quite familiar to what you'll find in a spacecraft, where pressurization is quite important, and the color of the pillow also helps with this soft spaceship aesthetic. Leaving the Epic Universe complex behind, we move to the Universal Endless Summer Resort, standing where Wet n Wild once stood. These are Universal's most affordable hotels, inspired by the sand, sea and sunset of classic beachfront destinations. Endless Summer is divided in 2 sister hotels. Dockside Inn features a pier wooden theme, and it's absolutely massive, laid out in a 2-tower courtyard configuration with the lobby in the middle. In the lobby you'll find wooden textures and more earthy tones, but the highlight in terms of theming is Pier 8 Market, with the focal point being this structure that looks like a, well, pier. The resort also includes 2 pools, one for each tower. Surfside features a lobby and porte cochere, shaped like a wave, and the lobby features large windows and surfboard theming. Overall, Surfside is smaller and it's located next to this massive lake, retaining a more picturesque atmosphere. The pool is shaped like a surfboard, and the highlight is the Beach Break Cafe. The Endless Summer Resort Complex is Universal's most affordable option, and a great choice for families on a budget. Crossing I-4, we reach many people's favorite Universal hotel, Cabana Bay. Designed to take you back to time to the nostalgic 1950s and 60s, with its streamlined architecture and incredible amenities. Cabana Bay was designed by Schumann and Associates, a firm from Miami that specialized in this niche. First up, this hotel is massive, but it can be divided into 4 parts: the motel-style rooms, the mega-sized lobby, the interior corridor rooms, and the 2 Volcano Bay towers. According to the architect, the design evokes the glamour, optimism, and playfulness of America at mid-century, reminiscent without being retro. The design was carefully considered to create clean lines and elegant, reasonable spaces. This hotel takes cues from the 1950s and 60s, being a masterclass in modernist architecture. The lobby is massive, for instance, showcasing technological advancements from that time. But you'll notice the columns are distanced from the facade. This gives the glass panels outside a continuous feel, without the interruption of pillars. I love the detailing on the staircase near the Starbucks, and it also features a nice fountain. On the pool there are these breeze blocks. They are decorative concrete blocks with cutout patterns that let air in and control light, while providing shade and privacy. You also notice the Copacabana pattern on the pathways. In Brazil they are done with stone, but here it's recreated in concrete. Still iconic, still bold, and if you look up, you may see some shading fins, elements that would provide shading from the sun. We can also notice this large section featuring round porthole windows. In the early days, modern architects took visual elements from cruise ships and other industrial designs, such as porthole windows. Beyond the architecture, this is really a masterclass in graphic design. From the colors to the shapes, everything here is intentional, bright, playful, geometric, a style that's instantly recognizable. And that design scheme also extends toward the amenities. Bayliner Diner is not only a fantastic quick service location with a lot of offerings, it's also a well-designed space with great vistas of Volcano Bay. Cabana Bay also features a bowling alley named Galaxy Bowling, and it's super cool. Even the lobby lounge is great. The layout of this hotel is also genius, opening up towards the water park. This allows for great landscaping, so that you get these great vistas of Volcano Bay. In terms of rooms, one side features motel-style rooms with open-air walkways. There are also the covered walkway buildings and the towers near Volcano Bay, with incredible views to the water park. I stayed in a standard room. As you can see, the incredible attention to detail also extends towards the rooms, with period-appropriate furniture and stylish decor. Even the soap is in theme. My room was unique, in the sense that it featured those porthole windows I mentioned earlier, and I was in love with them. Yes, I do have a very weird taste. But most rooms here have floor-to-ceiling windows. A bonus was the incredible theme park view. I could see Universal Studios Florida and Islands of Adventure. The hotel also features 2 massive pools, one featuring a lazy river, and the other one a slide, with this massive tower meant to represent a diving tower. A decorative throwback to classic poolside architecture, though it's purely decorational. Unfortunately, you can't jump from there. The fantastic design of this hotel was all possible thanks to Schumann's incredible knowledge of mid-century modern architecture. The success of this hotel combines value pricing with immersion, all in a fantastic staycation environment. Serving as a design complement to Cabana Bay is Universal's Aventura Hotel. The hotel can be accessed by foot from Sapphire and was heavily influenced by Latin American modernist architecture, according to Schumann. As you approach the hotel, you'll notice the large canopy that works like a porte-cochere. Also notice the pillars. These pillars lead to an open first floor. Le Corbusier, a famous Franco-Swiss architect, was quite fond of this concept of pilotis. As we enter the hotel, you'll notice the concrete columns and an open floor plan. You'll also find Urban Pantry, the main dining location. The shape of the building, which is reminiscent of a fidget spinner, looks like the Copan building in São Paulo. Aventura is geared more towards adults in its design. The 17th floor is a roof terrace, open-air bar. The rooms feature a nice floor-to-ceiling window design with the possibility of Volcano Bay or Islands of Adventure views. This hotel is great. However, it lacks a bit of character. I would like the names of the restaurants to be more Latin American inspired. It's missing a location-specific name. Maybe São Paulo Food Market or Santiago 17 Bistro would work great. Nothing too childish, but something that fits with the theme of the architecture. Next up is Universal's most surprising hotel, Sapphire Falls, taking cues from the Caribbean and specifically the Dutch West Indies. This hotel is fantastic. First off, it's the grandiose lobby. Its impressive scale is just breathtaking, and the best part, well, the view you get from those large windows. The water feature beyond helps in creating a picturesque environment with great vistas of the theme park beyond. The lobby features the new Dutch trading company, a grab-and-go style service. There's also a nice sports bar, Strong Water Tavern, with great vistas of the parks. Next to that is the enclosed bridge over a waterfall, the main feature of Sapphire Falls. These falls take advantage of the topography and create a spectacle in landscaping. The hotel also features a beautiful colonial-style mill with a stone arch and spiral staircase. It creates an immersive experience. Downstairs you'll find the hotel's signature restaurant, Ametista Cookhouse. The pool of this hotel is also mega impressive, not only in its design scale but also in its theming. The incredible design was all thanks to DTJ Design. Going down the river, we arrive at a tropical paradise with Royal Pacific. This hotel has a long and complicated history, as it was originally envisioned as an Egyptian-themed hotel. In fact, it even showed up in early maps, but over the years the theme was changed from the sands of Egypt to the waters of the Pacific. It was cancelled before it was even built. I love that the hotel expands on the idea of the Pacific with influences from Bali, Indonesia to Hawaii. It was designed by FK architects. This hotel is reminiscent of the Pacific Islands, featuring a massive fountain with elephants in the lobby. The lobby is inspired by travel to these great islands. I appreciate how the hotel combines elements from different countries, specifically the wooden details throughout. Additionally, new renovations have created a bland contemporary aesthetic that introduces an odd contrast, such as this lobby bar, the Orchid Court Lounge and Sushi Bar. The rooms are equally strange, featuring very questionable design choices. The exterior, with South Sea motifs and stone base, looks okay, however it lacks the extra architectural detail. Instead of evoking the charm of Polynesia or Indonesia, it feels like a generic and uninspired hotel that could be found anywhere in the United States. However, I personally quite like this hotel. Why? Because of the fantastic landscaping. As you approach this hotel, you notice the large hydroplane. It immediately notifies you of what this hotel is about. There's a great mix of foliage and viewpoints. Immediately after entering the porte cochere, there is this creek, giving you a sense of immersion into a tropical environment, despite being right next to an interstate intersection, with the foliage creating a nice balance in the landscaping. The hotel evokes the tranquility of a South Seas paradise. I also enjoy its quite extensive program, featuring a convention center that is actually well designed with full stone elements that give a sense of height. There are many dining options like the South Island Dining Room, where you can enjoy a nice meal, Jake's American Bar, a fan favorite. There's also a grab-and-go option with great views. This hotel has some great amenities and nice spaces. It just lacks cohesion. Overall, I like the small details of this hotel, specifically the ones done in wood, and some parts do feel authentic. Right next to Universal Studios Florida sits Hard Rock Hotel, designed by ACI. The architecture of the exterior is just fantastic. They take cues from Spanish colonial revival architecture. This hotel feels like a classic California hotel, with references taken from historical missions around the state. Notice the various domes that would adorn a church or the use of terracotta roof tiles. The hotel even features fake balconies for visual interest. The pools even reflect this and also feature underwater music, which sounds way cooler than it is. Helios also has this, and when they start playing generic pop songs, it gets quite annoying. This hotel also has a lot of amenities, from the elegant palm restaurant to the casual The Kitchen. The main lounge is Velvet Lounge. There's also a small snack place called Emac Embolios Marketplace. The hotel has easy access to the parks. While I find the exterior of Hard Rock to be quite beautiful, honestly the interior is lacking. From the moment guests step foot into the lobby, they are bombarded with a bunch of rock memorabilia, reminiscent of a Hard Rock cafe. and loud rock music playing throughout the hotel. This overwhelming sensory experience is almost kiddish. The interiors feel disjointed and lack cohesion with the exterior. The furniture, for instance, feels like it's from a completely different time period, like it was borrowed from a different hotel undergoing renovation. I don't have a problem with this kind of architecture, after all, I'm a big fan of Robert Venturi. However, the beautiful exterior creates an expectation that's simply not met. What if the interior actually matched the Spanish colonial design and the rock theming was just a coincidence? The rooms of the hotel also reflect that rock theming. Overall, you should appreciate the creative success of the exterior despite the jarring interior work. And if you are a big fan of rock and roll, you might overlook these small issues. Going down the river, we find Universal's oldest hotel, Portofino Bay. Portofino Bay is laid out like an arm opening up, creating this harbor space and a strong sense of being immersed in an Italian village. The spatial organization of the hotel helps sell the illusion you feel like you're inside it. When guests take a water taxi to this hotel, they'll be amazed by the details, reminiscent of the Italian Riviera, like the fishing boats. The hotel also takes advantage of the classic technique trompe-l'œil, which consists of painting architectural details with optical illusions, making those details feel three-dimensional. This technique was quite common in actual Portofino, Italy. So, while some might call it cheap or fake, keep in mind, this was authentic. Portofino Bay is Universal's ultimate luxury experience, and so the program needs to reflect that. From the elegant Bice Ristorante to the classic Mamadella Ristorante. Featuring great details in wood, the family-style Trattoria del Porto combines elements of a fishing village. Sal's Market Deli offers a quick meal at a great immersive environment. There's also the Thirsty Fish, the hotel's main lounge. Additionally, the hotel features a gelateria and a Starbucks. All Universal hotels include a Starbucks. Overall, this hotel has a very extensive dining program. Portofino Bay features 3 incredible pools. The hotel also tries to recreate an almost medieval urban planning style. With tight streets and alleyways, the landscaping around the hotel creates a countryside-like atmosphere, with trees and water features. The trees guide you through the paths towards great vistas. However, there are parts of this hotel that lack detail and storytelling, primarily the rooms. The interiors lack an extra touch of luxury for the price point, and they deviate from classic Riviera style. For instance, what are these headboards supposed to represent? They look more like Dutch-style roofs than Italian Riviera headboards. While they are spacious, they miss that distinct Italian Riviera charm. This is hurting the resort as it has failed to maintain relevance, while newer, more luxurious hotels continue to emerge. Portofino lags behind. Still, I think we can take inspiration from the creative success of the theming of this hotel. And the theming here is indeed impressive. From a fake covered street to incredible attention to detail, Universal's Portofino Bay is truly a masterpiece in design. Universal Orlando has truly become a destination. Nowadays, it's not simply about theme parks anymore. Every moment of your experience is truly well designed. What's remarkable is how quickly things have transformed, and how you can now experience a full week within this great resort. For those of us who study or create themed experiences, this evolution is a reminder that great storytelling goes beyond the theme parks. Themed resorts like Universal Orlando are becoming immersive worlds in their own right, and they deserve just as much attention as the theme parks themselves. Universal now has a quite diverse resort landscape, from the calming river of the classic zone to the immersive Helios Grand inside the Epic Universe. As the resort grows and matures, so does its architectural storytelling, and the most exciting part? Well, this is just the beginning.